iPhones sound so desiring, right? Everyone wants to buy at least once in their lifetime. But please, not these iPhones. Be it new, second-hand, refurbished or free. Actually, you know what? Take them for free. Some of these iPhones are pretty obvious, you shouldn't be buying this anymore. But some of them might be surprising for you. Starting off with anything below iPhone 11 series. That means any iPhone X or 10 or XR or XS Max or iPhone 8, iPhone 7 or the 6 or 5 series, or basically anything that was made before some of you were even born and has these big beautiful ugly bezels. You might buy anything for this half-eaten logo, but that doesn't mean you will be buying these phones that will make you feel like you are back in the 2016s. That doesn't mean you should be buying the iPhone 11 by any chance. It was good when it came out. It had an outdated HD IPS display, a processor that gave a tight competition to Samsung's Exynos, with below average battery life along with no 5G support. And all of this should make it enough for any person with at least one brain cell left to understand why you shouldn't even consider this in the first place in 2025. You might find it around 20,000 rupees but refurbished as of now, and compared to any new Android phone around the same price, those would be better than this one. Yes, only in videography and gaming it might still be better, but the margin wouldn't be that big compared to the compromise you're about to have if you buy this one. Also, you might find the iPhone 11 Pro or the Pro Max, you might find it around like 25,000 rupees, and for that I think for a secondary device it would still be good, but still I wouldn't recommend as it has no 120Hz display, no 5G, and also the base variant has only 64GB of storage. So as a secondary device it's good, but not as a primary device in 2025. Plus these are refurbished, so if you want to try your luck with these, you are always welcome. Now the iPhone 12 was a bit better than the iPhone 11. It had an AMOLED display with 5G support, but still the battery life wasn't that good with heating problems. But as a secondary phone you can buy these, but at your own risk as these are mostly refurbished as I said. Plus, like, why would you want to buy a phone that was launched like 5 years ago? Remember those days of Among Us? Same with the 12 Pro and the 12 Pro Max. These are better and can be found around 35,000 rupees or 40,000 rupees refurbished. You can buy them if you want to try an iPhone or get a secondary one. I wouldn't personally buy this just to flaunt this in front of my friends if I still have some left. And yeah, do not even think about buying the iPhone 12 mini. I repeat, do not. The iPhone 13 might have been in your buy list this year around the Flipkart BBD or Amazon's GIF sales. But look, if you are a casual user who wants a budget iPhone but don't want a refurbished one, then I can kind of still recommend this one. But if you are a heavy user, then trust me, you're gonna regret your decision very soon. The videography of this one still rocks for the price, and even gaming is pretty good. But heat management is again a concerning thing, and battery life while heavily using this might give you a headache. Not bad at all as I just said, but sometimes it might give you a headache. Also, there is another reason, talking about that later on. But the iPhone 13 Pro or the Pro Max are some iPhones that I think are still worth buying in 2025. But again, they can only be found refurbished. It has 120Hz display with really good cameras even for 2025 standards. But again, I don't really trust refurbished products that much even with warranty, so you can give that a try. And also again, repeat after me. Do not buy the iPhone 13 mini. I repeat, do not. Now the iPhone 14 was basically the iPhone 13 with a newer selfie camera, that's it. But it has a higher chance of coming in this year's Flipkart BBD or Amazon GIF sale, so you might have to buy this one instead. And it's not bad as like a budget iPhone that you can buy brand new. But there is a better iPhone than this one that might come around the same price as this one during this year's big sales, reason coming up later. So you can get this one, but after listening to its alternative, as it might change your decision. Also you can buy the iPhone 14 Pro, I have nothing against it, but it's just that you can only get this either refurbished or second hand. So yeah, if you want to try your luck, you can. iPhone's expected BBD or Amazon GIF sale price video coming soon, so stay subscribed for that one. And last but not the least, avoid any iPhone SE series. Yes, even the iPhone 16e as of now, which is basically the iPhone SE 4th generation. The reason being that it's totally not worth it in its current price, that's around 50 to 55,000 rupees. Let the Flipkart sale come in and you might get to see it around 40 to 45,000 rupees easily. And this is also another reason why I told you not to get the iPhone 13 or even the iPhone 14. It's basically the same, yes, with no ultra wide angle camera, that's a downgrade, but has better battery life and better processor than the iPhone 13 or 14. So if you're okay with not having an ultra wide angle camera, then this one is a better option. Else get the iPhone 13 or 14 whichever comes at sale, and obviously whichever is cheaper. So don't buy this now, only during the sales. And any other AC series phone should be strongly avoided at any cost, as none of them had a good battery life and suffered heating issues a lot and looked like a phone that your grandpa might use. So yeah, don't buy any other AC series phone, be it brand new or refurbished or second hand, whatever. So these are some iPhones that I think you shouldn't be buying anymore, be it brand new if available or even refurbished or second hand. While some are still good enough at least as a secondary device, but some are totally not worth it in 2025 anymore. So watch these videos too, these are also interesting, and till the next one, this was Rideep. See you guys.